ready, racing in the Oaks. Homing Pigeon didn't get the best of starts. Another Dance For Me at the back in the early stages. East Coast Girl has gone off to the front. East Coast Girl clear by a length and a half. Royal Missy's second on the outside. Nick away, Augusta Rosso in the red cap is back in third place. 2 lengths to Olive Oil. Then came Another Dance For Me. She's second to last, and Homing Pigeon is at the back. They're racing 10 lengths off the leader. 1,600 meters left to go, and East Coast Girl has gone clear now 2 lengths under Zaki. From in second on the inside, Augusta Rosso. 3/4 of a length away to Royal Missy, who's in third, one off the fence in the white cap. They followed further back in the field by Olive Oil on the rail. Another Dance For Me's pulled off the rail. She's now racing 1 out and 3/4 of a length away. Homing Pigeon, who's the trailer, with just over 1,100 meters left to run. East Coast Girl is in front. She still leads by 2 lengths to Augusta Rosso, who races in second. Now there's a break of 3 back to Royal Missy past the 1,000 meter mark. Then Another Dance For Me. She's got 8 lengths to make up on the outside of stable companion Olive Oil, and the trailer is Homing Pigeon as they turn for home. 800 meters left to go in the East Cape Oaks, and out in front is East Coast Girl, leads by 2. Augusta Rosso is back in second. Another Dance For Me is extreme outside. Got about, I'd say, 6 lengths to make up. Then came Royal Missy, Olive Oil on the far side, and Homing Pigeon further back. 400 meters left to go. East Coast Girl is still in front. She's clear by 3 lengths now from Royal Missy in second. Another Dance For Me starts to run on and starting to move in with ease. Then came Homing Pigeon further back in the field, but Another Dance For Me and Royal Missy join it with 150 left to go. Another Dance For Me in front from down the inside. Royal Missy, and Another Dance For Me has done it again. Second Royal Missy, then came East Coast Girl third. Homing Pigeon was fourth. Then came behind that Augusta Rosso, and Olive Oil was further back in the field. Moves in with ease. East Coast Girl is in front. Royal Missy being hard worked. And here comes Richard and Another Dance For Me going past them. She did have to work a little bit for the win once they got to about the 150, as Royal Missy wasn't going down without a fight. But Another Dance For Me is just too good. 1-4, photo 2 and 5. Provisional result is 1-4-5-2. I repeat, 1-4, 5 and 2.
Welcome back, and yeah, the cream rises to the top again. Varsfontein bred out there, and well done to them. What a pleasure to have bred a filly like this. Mr. Moore, the owner, Alan Greef, the conditioner, rider Richard Fourie. Tabra is going to take the money, and it's going to go to Ollie. Ollie gets 1,500 rand. What a pleasure to be the groom of Another Dance For Me now. She's now a 9-time winner from 10 starts, thanks to World Sports Betting. Thank you very much. Let's get to Richard, and we're going to chat to him quickly as well. But when you look at this filly, and you just see from the word go, we're talking shorter distance. She's just getting better and better, going through the distance as well. And she's now around 2,000 meters. Dean and I almost had a bit of a palpitation there, because did she fly jump? What did she do? We thought she hit her head on the starting stalls, but apparently Richard will fill us in. It wasn't as bad as that, but we panicked. Tell us about it.
Yeah, look, she just hopped up. I would say a bunny hop. Didn't feel that high, to be honest, but again, she's a big girl. And maybe she was just getting ready to fly, you know, take off. But yeah, missed everything, and she was happy in the race.
All right, the pace good enough for you, suited you? You're sitting second last when you turned for home?
Yeah, look, it was always the question mark of going a little bit further, but, you know, I always say the further you go, the easier it should become. And she was happy in the race. You know, did lose a lead where I was in daylight from about 1,300, and she showed 1 or 2 signs that she's going to want to, you know, take onto the bit, and, you know, just spoke to her nicely, and she came back to me nicely and waited. And obviously the trip longer, I just had to sit and wait and just do everything as late as possible for her to finish off. But and again, I think I was just panicking for myself, and she was always ready and waiting. And once I gave her the brush along, she was in command. So great win. Well done to Mr. Moore and his team. Well done to Mr. Greef and his team. To the guys behind the scenes, call out as always. This one is a wild one. I rode her once and I was feared for my life. So she just goes everywhere. You can't control where she's going to go, but he just handles her so well.
Richard, I want to ask you about it because she's now won 9 starts out of 10. If I had to ask you, what's her greatest asset? Is it action? It's obviously not the temperament. What do you think just makes her so special? Because she is special.
Yeah, I think it starts when they get picked at the sales. Whoever picked the filly, great eye. She moves well. You know, she was a little bit of a wild child before, but yeah, she's just settled in with the pony and does everything right. And I think a very good action horse. And, you know, when you think you're done, she only gets going. So just I think most of all, probably just a very, very good heart.
All right. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And then also to my sponsors at Richmond. Thank you.
All right. Don't run away because I see I have got something. It wasn't there now, but Nadine's made a plan.
Thank you.
Here we go. A little bit of bubbly going the way to our winning jockey, Richard Fourie.
Thank you very much.
All right, Alan's eyeing out the bottle there. Yes, Alan, you're going to get one as well. Don't worry. Let's get you back in the winner's box as well. Why not? It's the East Cape Oaks for 3-year-old fillies, and great to see that Another Dance gets it right this afternoon for Mr. Moore as well. Alan, from the word go, we know it's always been the 2 fillies for Mr. Moore in the stable that were really well above the rest of the horses in the Eastern Cape here. And great to see that Another Dance for me is just continuing, and that distance is getting further and further. Initially, I thought sprinter, and then 1400, and then 1600, and you smiling because you just got 2,000 meters oh so closely.
Yeah, you know, once again, thanks to Mr. Moore, Adrian Beckinson. This filly, she's really, she is a decent filly. She's done everything we've asked her. She's travelled badly once, but somewhere along the line we'll have to jump off, to revisit that idea. But in the meantime, we'll pick off what we can. You know, this used to be a listed race, so unfortunately it isn't any longer. But she won a nice race, and pretty glad. Well done to Richard. You know, this family, believe it or not, goes back a long way to a mare called Aikenfeet, who then goes to Jungle Jana, who my dad trained, so in about the 5th or 6th dam. So that family went a bit of ground, so I didn't have any problem thinking she'd get the distance, and she won a nice race today. Well done to everybody concerned. Couldn't be happier.
Tremendous. You're going to be happy. You're getting a bit of bubbly coming in there, and Nadine's full of smiles. There we go. Well done. Thanks, Nadine.
Thank you to Graham Beck.
Yeah, the mate, great, Mr. Beck.
Mr. Beck, you know, he was a great supporter of racing in South Africa and in the Eastern Cape, and the champagne is as good as the man.
Yeah, Mr. Beck, I tell you, that's my favourite, one of my most favourite interviews in my entire life was in the Western Cape with Mr. Graham Beck and Dance's daughter. But we'll go there on another day. Well done to all the winning connections. She dances again. Another dance for me.